bunch of new laws went into effect this week. I'm here to get you up to date to make sure you don't get caught unaware by the police. This video might save your life. Now keep in mind, if you're watching this video and you're a fan of my work, none of these laws will affect you. Seriously, I am convinced that these laws are only for very low IQ people. California SB 357, also known as the Safer Streets for All Act, also known as the We Want More Prostitution Loitering. The law was introduced last year by Senator Scott Wiener, San Francisco, Democrat. That probably wasn't necessary to say. In a statement, Wiener said, quote, "It eliminates an anti-loitering offense that leads to harmful treatment of people for simply appearing to be a sex worker," end quote. If you're a prostitute and want to claim a street corner as your own, starting on January 1st, police can't do anything about it. The Safer Streets for All Act strikes portions of the state's criminal code section that prohibits, quote, "loitering with the intent of prostitution," end quote. Proponents say the current law unfairly targeted minorities, but Governor Newsom stressed that prostitution is still illegal in California. Governor Newsom also chimed in with his opinion. It simply revokes provisions of the law that have led to disproportionate harassment of women and transgender adults. Black and Latino women are particularly affected, Newsom said. Okay, I'm really confused by this. One, Governor Newsom assumes that this will affect Black and Latino women primarily. Does he think that they're the only ones who can be prostitutes? I mean, that's kind of weird. I hate to say it, but it's a little racist. No, it's really racist. What is he thinking? Black and brown women are usually prostitutes? That's just evil, dude. Or two, white women are too good to be prostitutes. What? Just because this guy prefers his ladies of the night a little darker than caramel doesn't mean that white women can't be prostitutes or affected by prostitution. Drug abuse, poverty, homelessness, the leading causes of prostitution, that affects everyone. To say that white women don't really count is just all kinds of wrong, but it shows you who he is. But seriously, prostitution or solicitation is still illegal in California. You can stand on the street advertising totally fine, but the minute you commit the act, boom, guilty. And in that brief moment of time, you should be arrested. I can only guess this is similar to stalking someone and following them into a dark alley with a baseball bat raised over your head, ready to swing. It's not a crime, because you haven't hit them yet. Now, how can this have any good outcomes? It will most likely just create more streetwalkers. All this during the time the rest of the country is trying to stop trafficking. California goes ahead and makes it easier. All right, now I found a little loophole for the cops that want to do a good job and help with this problem. You see, when they walk out into the street, you can arrest them for jaywalking. Problem solved. Oh, crap. California AB 2147, also known as the Freedom to Walk Act, also went into effect on January 1st. All right, I'm not even kidding. This new law makes jaywalking totally legal. Jaywalking is crossing the street in the middle of traffic lanes and avoiding the convenience and safety of crosswalks. Pedestrians will no longer be fined for crossing the street anywhere they please. They do write in the law that they can't cause a disturbance or cause an unsafe situation. But seriously, come on. Supporters of the law state that it will reduce inequitable policing towards certain racial groups. Oh God, now jaywalking is racist? You gotta be kidding me. What isn't racist to a liberal? Okay, I found another source that makes it even worse. Let's look at the DAM attorney website. They're trial lawyers specializing in injury cases, according to their site. First, stripping away jaywalking laws will result in fewer incidents of law enforcement officials stopping individuals. In turn, this leads to fewer situations where a situation could escalate and become dangerous for the individual, the law enforcement official, and any bystanders. Now, this is just simply turning the city over to people who don't follow the rules. Jaywalking is a pretty easy rule to follow. But when criminals take over, the police give in one step at a time. This is the slippery slope fallacy on full display. It starts with a little shoplifting, then open-air drug dens, little smash and grab, catalytic converter theft. Crime is now basically totally legal in California. I said basically. They are slowly changing the laws to make it actually legal. Just wait and see. This is going to get much worse. Additionally, Assemblymember Phil Ting, that's the bill's sponsor, says that jaywalking tickets were disproportionately given to lower-income individuals and people of color who cannot afford to pay that fine. His data came from the California Racial and Identity Profiling Act, which showed that black individuals in California were 4.5 times more likely than white Californians to be stopped by law enforcement officials for jaywalking. Oh, Jesus, it's racist again. Let's get to some uncomfortable truths. The reason poor people can't afford these tickets is because they keep getting these tickets. How goddamn simple is it to avoid that ticket? Seriously, walk another 25 feet to the crosswalk, save $25. Honestly, you can't understand why you're poor? According to his data, this affects black individuals 4.5 times more. Maybe the other demographics just walk to the corner and avoid the fine? Could it be that simple? Maybe we need a government-funded study to unwrap this mystery. But the last part of the article on that lawyer site made everything clear. I'll link to it below so you can read it. As a driver, we encourage you to remain vigilant when operating your vehicle. Be aware of any pedestrians you see on or around the roadway. This new law does not allow individuals to simply cross the road indiscriminately. They must wait until it is safe to do so. However, that does not mean that everyone is going to follow the rules. All drivers should practice defensive driving tactics and anticipate sudden movements from pedestrians. If you see a pedestrian in your vicinity, slow down until you pass them, and you're sure there's no danger. And there it is. Did you catch it? This is basically a tutorial for people to do insurance fraud. Just walk in the middle of traffic, get hit by a car, fall down, scream in pain, collect money. I'm making a prediction that this becomes so common that people stop driving in certain parts of town. And here we come full circle. California wants people to stop driving, and this will get them one step closer. It's backhanded, it's devious, it's evil, but I think it gets them one step closer to the totalitarian hellscape that they're demanding. Give it a year or two. We'll see if I was right.